あ、ライブ。OK です。ありがとうございます。力が借りました。OK. Hello, everyone.
ライブ配信してますもんね。ライブも。OK です。上のスポーツの皆さん。
ありがとうございます。Yeah, there's but we said we were gonna do it and we did it, so that's all that matters. I figure as long as it connects, I've fulfilled my obligation. One person. I'll be maybe like what's the link I'll post it on Instagram? It's on Shimokita Geopark on Facebook. Not Facebook, YouTube. Although I have a link in this Jersey. They'll make us get here. We'll have there's Is it bad that I'll be drinking her? Should I take it off? Okay.
Probably fine, but I have it, so you know. These are already contracts pictures. Everybody has these are very difficult. These are here. Yeah, I sleep. So they can't push words. They have no care about everything else. And trying to get out of I don't want to shake other let's thing. Disgusting. Streaming in so what else out there?
the judgment. So put it in. I think they'll do parts of stuff. And then, and then we stand in like we as a team or that's a team thing. Okay.
Yeah, I think this cool you can't say because homeboy power seems.
I mean, it's kind of it's very.
I don't think he'll probably be seen in public without Sue Jack's on TV, but compared to the 3 feet,
Yes, not very. I think it's just people.
I think his first is really
I think it was me like directly next to the ring. It's just it's
I think that when the contest starts, they're gonna get rid of all.
yeah, it's just that I mean, but you know, あんまりあげちゃうとなっちゃうよ。それとも、
あと5分間で英語ワールドの感じになりますけれども、いくつか
視聴は変えられる。
連絡させていただきます。
で、
一つ目はよくいろいろな集まりでは、
どうすればいい
こなされることですけれども、携帯電話ですね、マナーモードか、電源を押すにお願いしたいと思います。それから、スピーカー、参加者の皆さん、発表する皆さんはですね、その演題の前のスピーカーが刺さっているこれですね、これはこう動きますので、自分の話しやすい角度にしても大丈夫ですので、よろしくお願いします。それでは、3分ちょっと後に英語の世界が始まります。少々お待ちください。
Yeah, it's right.
Good afternoon, everyone. We will now begin the first Shimokita Geopark English speech contest. Thank you all for judging us today. The proceeding will be conducted in English. Additionally, Japanese translations will be displayed on the screen at the upfront. We are Masako Taneichi and Satsuki Kumanai from the Shimokita Geopark Guides Association, and we will be your hosts today. We will now hear opening remarks from Mr. Eisuke Hara, the chairperson of the Shimokita Geopark Guides Association. Mr. Hara, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am so happy to have such a large number of speakers in our English speech contest. Shimokita Geopark is working to become a UNESCO global geopark. I dream of the time when people from many different countries, will visit Shimokita Geopark. At that time, we will need many more English guides in the Shimokita Geopark Guides Association. I hope that all of you will consider honing your English conversation skill and your knowledge of Shimokita Geopark to join us, English guys. Thanks for that to the thanks for the sponsorship of local businesses. We have prepared many extra prizes for today's event. I am happy to say each participant will receive a prize. Please relax and join today's speech contest. Thank you.
Next, we'd like to hear a few words from our special guest, the chairperson of the Shimokita Geopark Promotion Council, Mr. Tomoya Yamamoto. Mr. Yamamoto, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm happy to be here with you today. First, I would like to thank the Shimokita Geopark Guide Association for hosting today's contest. Are you surprised to hear me speaking English? Speaking English is a way to connect with people all over the world. So, at Geopark, the UNESCO Global Geopark Network has 229 geoparks in 15 countries. This network works together to think of ways to preserve nature and heritage. To do this, the UNESCO Global Geopark Network communicates in English. Shimokita Geopark is working to become a UNESCO Global Geopark in the future. At that time, we will welcome people from all over the world to Shimokita and share with them our special lunch and daily life. Today, we can imagine the future as the speakers in today's content share what they learned about Shimokita Geopark in English. Sometimes speaking in a new language can change the way we think. Today, by following this content, we might discover something new. To today's speaker, I wish you good luck. To everyone listening, I hope you will enjoy Shimokita Geopark in English. Thank you. というわけで、今日ですね、急に英語でスピーチをするということで、私もですね、英語スピーチにチャレンジしましたけれども、本日、短い間ですが、私はおりませんけれども、本節を発表者の皆さん、楽しんで、そして頑張ってください。本日どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Also, I'd like to introduce two guests as well. Advisor of the Shimokita Geopark Promotion Council, Mr. Shuichi Watanabe. Chairperson of the Shimokita Geopark Supporters Association, Mr. Takao Odani. Here are the judges for today's contest. Mr. Paul Ajikun, former coordinator for international exchange. Ms. Samantha Chu, Roots coordinator for international relations. Ms. Rachel Henry, Roots Geopark coordinator for international development. Mr. Takahiro Nakagawa. Mr. Masanori Miyano. And head judge, Mr. Kazumi Kawahata. From Shimokita Geopark Guides Association. These 6 individuals will serve as judges for evaluating each speech. Now, the head judge, Mr. Kawahata, will explain the judging criteria and share a few encouraging message.
Hello, everyone. As we kick off today's speech contest, I'd like to share a little thought. In today's world, perspectives and values are constantly changing and becoming more interconnected. In this context, the importance of learning English has grown even more than before. You can see. It's not just about overcoming language barriers, but also about understanding different cultures and sharing ideas with people from around the world. So it can be said that it's a really useful way to build those bridges and make new connections. As we work towards UNESCO Global Geopark certification, I believe one of the most effective ways to achieve this is by using English, the global language, to clearly communicate the appeal of Shimokita. By doing so, we can share the beauty and uniqueness of our region with people all around the world. And in turn, expand the circle of friendship and understanding internationally.
This is truly meaningful step in promoting our region and fostering global connections. I believe that among today's participants, there will be someone who will go to make a mark on international stage before too long. So to all of you taking part today, I wish you the best of luck and just be yourself and speak from the heart and enjoy the moment. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. This concludes the opening ceremony. I would like to ask Mr. Yamamoto, Mr. Hadao, and Mr. Kawahata to move to their seats. Thank you all for your words of welcome. From now, we will move on the speeches for each category. The speakers will be called by their number. Their names are listed in the program, also displayed on the screen at the front. The order of speeches is determined by a random draw, and it has been posted at the entrance as well as communicated to all speakers in advance. This contest will be streamed live on YouTube. To protect personal information, speakers will be called by number and their names will be displayed on the screen. We will now begin the junior speech category. Speaker number 1, please.
Yagan area. The Yagan mountain stream changes colors with the season. It is popular for sightseeing and is loved by locals as a place for healing. The land is a caldera, which causes big changes in warmth and cold from day to night. This makes the fall colors very beautiful, and many people come to see them. Yagan has been known from the Edo period to modern times as a place for Hiba logging. Here, you can feel that history. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Speaker number 2, please.
Omazaki area, the strong wind, the rough sea. This is Omazaki, the most northern point of Honshu. It seems like a harsh place, but it is always full of seabirds who have come to eat the many kinds of fish found here. When it is time to lay their eggs, the seabirds make their nest on Bentenjima Island. This shows the richness of Oma's seas. Oma is now all over Japan for its tuna and as a place for sightseeing. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Okay, nice voice, strong. Yeah, good.
Speaker number 3, please.
Omazaki area, the strong wind, the rough sea. This is Omazaki, the most northern point of Honshu. It seems like a harsh place, but it is always full of seabirds who have come to eat the many kinds of fish found here. When it is time to lay their eggs, the seabirds make their nests on Bentenjima Island. This shows the richness of Oma's seas. Oma is known all over Japan for its tuna and as a place for sightseeing. Listening for decades.
Thank you. This concludes the speeches for the junior speech category. Next, we will move on to the beginner speech category. Speaker number 4, please.
Tokigawa is on Shimokita's western coast. Here, you can see a line of huge strand rocks made of turf. They are pale green to gray-white in color. The scenery has been named the natural treasure of Japan. Tokigawa was formed about 4.5 million years ago when a large volcano erupted under the sea. It created a caldera which filled with ash from the volcano. This is what formed Tokigawa Tuff. The tuff rose and became land. It was changed by rain, waves, freezing, and salt, carving the huge rocks we see today. They are full of rocks, potholes, and other shapes. The rocks change bit by bit every day, but Tokigawa's beautiful contrast of white rocks next to Lucy is always one of Shimokita's best attractions. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Speaker number 5, please.
Kagawa area area, the border of Mount Fuji. In front is the Subaru Strait, and behind are cliffs made by this volcano. In between, you can find front places with farms, schools, and parks. Kazamara is home to the Shimokita Water Spring, known for their sulfur-rich water. Kazamara's deep seabed is a great fishing ground for anglerfish. Kazamara anglerfish is celebrated every winter during the Kazamara Anglerfish Festival. Kazamara is also great for school fishing. During summer nights, you can enjoy the sight of fishing life on the water. Mateichi Ganyode, a giant rock formed by Mount Kyushu, is a holy place in this area. A way of growing holy spirit by placing love into the sea, but also in the sphere. In this way, life in Kazamara is blessed by love and sea. Thank you.
Thank you. Speaker number 6, please.
Otokegahara area. Otokegahara is on Shimokita's western coast. Here, you can see a line of huge straight rocks made of tuff. They are pale green to gray-white in color. This scenery has been named a natural treasure of Japan. Otokegahara was formed about 4.5 million years ago when a large volcano erupted under the sea. It created a caldera which filled with ash from the volcano. This is what forms Otokegahara's top. The top rose and became land. It was chased by rain, wave, freezing, and salt, carving the sheer rock we see today. They are full of cracks, potholes, and other shapes. The rocks change bit by bit every day, but Otokegahara's beautiful contrast of white rocks next to blue sea is always one of Mocha's best attractions. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Speaker number 7, please.
Shiyazaki area. The Shiyazaki area is a place with many kinds of geology. the fishing and farming of this area, along with its lighthouse, a valuable resource of Shimokita. Mount Kuwahata and Mount Katasaki are made of rock from about 150 million years ago. The tip of Shiyazaki is made of a newer rock. On it is built the Shiyazaki Lighthouse. Shiyazaki Lighthouse was the first Western-style lighthouse in the Tohoku region, built during the Meiji era. The Tonomi domain asked the Meiji government for it to be built to help with ocean trade. Shiyazaki Lighthouse is also Japan's tallest Greek lighthouse. Shiyazaki is flat island from a sea level change, which moves sand and dirt across the flat island, forming sand dune. Thank you.
Thank you. Speaker number 8, please.
The Kazamaura area is at the bottom of Mount Fuji. In front is the Tsugaru Strait, and behind are cliffs made by this volcano. In between, you can find flat places with farms, schools, and parks. Kazamaura is home to the Shimashura Hot Springs, known for their sulfur-rich waters. Kazamaura's steep seabed is a great fishing ground for anglerfish. Kazamaura anglerfish is celebrated every winter during the Kazamaura Anglerfish Festival. Kazamaura is also great for squid fishing. During summer nights, you can enjoy the tidal fishing lights on the water. Tateishi Daimyojin, a giant rock formed by Mount Fuji, is a holy place in this area. A way of growing furry seaweed by placing rocks into the sea was also invented here. In this way, life in Kazamaura is blessed by land and sea. Thank you.
Thank you. Speaker number 9, please.
Yes. Tokigaura area. Tokigaura is on Shimokita's western coast. Here you can see a line of huge strange rocks way up top. They are pale green to gray-white in color. This scenery has been named a national treasure of Japan. Tokigaura was formed about 4.5 million years ago when a large volcano erupted under the sea. It created the caldera which filled with ash from the volcano. This is what formed Tokigaura's top. The top rose and became land. It was changed by rain, waves, freezing, and salt, covering the huge rocks we see today. They are full of cracks, potholes, and other shapes. The rocks change bit by bit every day, but Tokigaura's beautiful contrast of white rocks next to blue sea is always one of Shimokita's best attractions. Thank you for listening.
This concludes the speeches for the video speech category. We will now take a short 5-minute break. Please return to your seat by 14:35.
Yeah, I wish they I think that was a wrong concept. Like,
Oh, please. Again, that's the thing. He is definitely cool. And one of the hang on like that. So we're gonna keep it like.
Good idea. Yeah. I don't know. They wanted money. I didn't make it. For 10 years, okay, this is so. It's not the whole for the whole. Thank you all the Never. Get back like from yeah. So
Maybe.
How did you last year? I know. I shouldn't really. I don't know. It's lots of super. It's just so nerves and what's for like releasing stress. It's so or this house out there. I can't get it. Thinking that bed doing here. You're not supposed to be here. How can you be outside? A lot of people that's yeah. A black pen. Someone stole. Someone stole your pen.
I use a drop.
What the hell?
Some lady, I don't know.
I don't know what color it is. It's a pen. It's a paper pen. They gave it to me on the plane. I know. I was impressed. I was like, they make you fill out that dumb like paper thing. I was like, I don't know. Can I have a pen? And she gave me this one, and I was like, "What? This is a weird pen. It's made of paper." Great. Happy drinking. I think hydration is best. You call different energy.
Okay, everybody back to your seats. Are you ready? Now we move to the free creative speech category. Speaker number 10, please.
Hey everyone,
My name is Yoko Mori. I was born and raised in Shimokita. Even though I spent 5 years in the United States, I chose to come back here. Why? Because I love Shimokita. To me, the best part of Shimokita is how close the mountains and the sea are. Have you ever been to Kamapsuski area? You can see the sea while skiing or snowboarding. At night, the view is even more beautiful. You can see lights from ships in the bay. I was on the ski team in junior high school, so this view was very normal to me. I mean, it was just an everyday life, for especially in winter. So that's too long. It was only after I left Shimokita that I realized how rare it was. Later, when I told my friends in the US that I could see the sea from a ski slope, they couldn't imagine it at first. So I took a video to show them. I still remember how surprised they were by beautiful scenery. In Shimokita, wild animals live very close to both the mountains and the sea. For example, seeing wild monkeys near the coast is not a big surprise for local people. Plus, it is a part of everyday life. My father, who passed away more than 10 years ago, ran an office called the Shimokita Wildlife Research Institute. I supported his work in practical ways. I wasn't deeply interested in nature myself at the time, but through his work, I slowly learned how special this place truly is. I realized that what I thought of as ordinary was actually something rare and unique. Living abroad, even long ago, helped me see my hometown with new eyes. What is normal for us in Shimokita can be something truly special for people in other parts of Japan or even all over the world. That is why I want to cherish Shimokita and share its beauty with people all over the world. Thank you.
Thank you. Speaker number 11, please.
Why I love Shimokita. I used to believe that to grow, I had to leave Shimokita. So I left. I went abroad. I learned English. I met people from many countries. And I learned the speed of cities. Alive, can feel like it is always moving forward. Back then, I thought the world was somewhere outside. And Shimokita was just my hometown, a place to return to someday. But I came back, and one day I simply walked. I breathed in the wind from the sea. I smelled the forest. I felt the soil beneath my feet. Land shaped by volcanoes, earthquakes, and time. And I realized something I had never understood before. Shimokita is not flashy. It doesn't try to stand out, but it is quietly deep. Here, the forest does not rush. The ocean changes its face every day. The wind and the snow, they are just not the river. They carry memory. In many places outside, speed becomes justice. We compete, we produce results, and we are pushed forward. But Shimokita's nature teaches a different lesson. Stop, listen, be here. Only after leaving did I understand that this land had been raising me all along. Even when I was far away, even when I pretended not to look, Shimokita said nothing and simply remained. So this is what I believe now. To love Shimokita is not to love Shimokita means it's not to love, but to love Shimokita is not to prize it loudly, and to protect it is not to fight. To protect means creating a place where people can breathe, a place where children can stand on their own feet, a place where tired hearts can return to their quietness. I do not wish for Shimokita to become famous. I only wish for it to remain honest, a place where nature and people can live together without force. Today, I am speaking in English, but what I truly want to share is not language. It is gratitude. Having seen the world, having learned, and having come home, this is what I know. Shimokita is not small. It is big. And one day, the world will need this kind of depth. Thank you.
Thank you. Speaker number 12, please.
Here, why I love Shimokita and why its nature is so important. My family moved to Shimokita about 3.5 years ago. 6 months later, my eldest daughter was born. Since then, Shimokita has become very special place for. In summer, we often visit Cape Syria. There's great right past which stand 33 meters built in 1873. It is one of the oldest Western style lighthouses in Romania. From Cape, we can see the wide, beautiful ocean. On clear day, we can even see the southern part of the cloud. Around Cape Syria, we can find many unique ponds and rocks. They are formed millions of years ago, shaped by strong waves. When children have stones there, they are touching long history of trust. We also enjoy going to Kawauchi Marine Beach. The sea there is calm and safe for families. Kawauchi River brings nutrients from mountain to the sea. Because of this, we can find many small fishes, crabs, and other forms of sea life. We are friends together on the shore. These nature are very special because we can feel nature freely, closely, and with all our senses. Shimokita may not have many entertainment, but
It has something more important. Rich nature. This nature helps children grow as it gives other kids freedom.
Speaker number 14, please.
Today, I'd like to talk about why I came to love Shimokita and why its nature should be protected. When people hear the word nature, they often think it is something far away from daily life. But in Shimokita, nature is always close to us. Surrounded by the sea, forest, landscape, by volcanic activity, Shimokita shows us the power of the earth. Standing by the ocean or walking through the mountains, I felt something special, not just beauty, but history and energy created over a very long time. I have been to Cape Syria, Cape Oma, Kazamaura, Sai Village, Yagen, Hotokegaura, in Wakinosawa, and my favorite place is Hotokegaura. Hotokegaura is a spot which was formed by volcanic activity about 100 million years ago, and the origin of rock over long period of time. There are many feuds, and they are shaped like Buddha statues and human figures. That is why it's called Hotokegaura. The rocky scenery that spread out in front of us was like a work of art created by nature. Along with the yet sound of the sea, I was surrounded by the mystical atmosphere of this place, and I was deeply moved by the sense of the greatness and mystery of nature. It's not just nature. There are many precious creatures. I have been to Wakinosawa to see Pacific white-sided dolphins. There aren't many places where you can see dolphins. They swam fast and were very lively. However, these precious nature and animals are very fragile once they are destroyed. They cannot easily be restored. If we only nature and animals without protecting, future generations may never experience the same feeling we have today. I love Shimokita because its nature connects the past, the present, and the future. And I want this connection to continue forever. Thank you for listening. Thank you.
Speaker number 15, please.
My favorite site in Shimokita Geopark is Nakanosawa Geosite. I'm interested in both, and that makes me become more interested in geosite. I reached out from Nakanosawa Geopark, which now studied just my study just 2 years ago. The Nakanosawa Geosite is located in near the border between Mexico and Geopark. Of the Nakanosawa Geosite, nature of that geosite water, the sparkling soil, from your future. When I moved up here, I was very surprised I was writer of the first computer. We are like the back. In this program, was all the instructions was in that this was main focus. This focus for great focus. I may not be very excited because this was my first time with focus. For if anyone can find this focus, you don't observe. They are actual focus for it is really a special experience. If an experience will never fall. Thank you.
Thank you. Speaker number 16, please.
You say there is nothing in Shimokita. What would need to be here? Will be called something. There may not be much to hear, especially for young people. Many seek education, careers, or entertainment as well. And for them, graduating from high school often means leaving Shimokita. I was an exception. I went on to attend the university in Hokkaido, and last year I spent 5 months in Canada, experienced life abroad for the first time. Everywhere I went, I had many wonderful encounters, amazing friends, delicious food, and breathtaking scenery. Then that's when I realized I love Shimokita, and I trust nature. It was a simple case of the grass is always greener on the other side. About a year ago, I explored the Shimokita Geopark with my students from Kawaguchi Elementary School. We visited places close to where they live, such as Otaki Waterfall and Abashira Copper Mine. The vast yet delicate nature we experienced came alive before our eyes. Seeing their shining faces filled with surprise and discovery made me realize the true greatness of Shimokita. So the question that I want us to live in is, what color does Shimokita appeal to you? Just how many of us truly face this place we call home? If you ask me what I really knew about before, I'll say that's not yet. Perhaps you too. We've been nurtured by the blessings of this land, protected and passed down by those who came before us. We are who we are today because of them. Respecting them means understanding this place and carrying its value forward. And yet, many of us still do not truly know our hometown. So first, let's visit Shimokita Geopark, the very source of our rich way of life. Find the color by immersing yourself in it. Find a way to pass the baton to the next generation. And find what something means to hear. By doing so, whether we still live we can be proud of where we come from. That grass may look greener on the other side, but Shimokita shines in many colors. And I hope that one day, everyone will be able to say that with pride. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Speaker number 17, please.
The world is changed. Much that once was is lost, for none now live who remember it. But in certain remote corners of the world, memory has been allowed to endure. One such place is the village of Sai, located on the northwestern edge of the Shimokita Peninsula. Sai village is renowned for its centuries-long tradition of sea urchin harvesting, a practice which continues to draw media and tourist attention from all over Japan. I myself stumbled across the urchin industry during my first few weeks in Shimokita, strolling along the rice fields along the edge of Kodai. Passing near the shore, I came by a large, open-sided wooden crate, embedded in the earth, overflowing with the discarded shells of an urchin heart. I was struck by the quantity amassed before me, the sheer effort it must have taken to extract what were no doubt minuscule scraps of meat from these wicked-looking hops. And indeed, the tradition of the sea urchin harvest is a complex and arduous process. It begins in April with the construction of urchin baskets, which are laden with seaweed and lowered to seafloor. After sufficient time has passed, they are then hauled back up to the boat for retrieval, having hopefully collected a number of urchins. The process continues in June, with harvesters using fish spears and hooks to pry urchins off the rocks, being careful not to cause injury to their delicate fishes. From there, the urchins are rinsed and kept alive in tanks until such time as they are due to be shipped. Yet it is not enough to simply harvest the urchins year to year as they come into season. It is also imperative to control the population in order to maintain balance in the ecosystem. Fishermen in Sai work hard not only to avoid depleting local urchin populations, but also to ensure that they aren't allowed to undergo excessive growth. Instead, an overabundance of sea urchins can result in isoyake, or sea desertification, a process in which seaweed forests diminish due to ecological factors like predation. By carefully controlling urchin populations through the removal of excess urchins during the off-season, fishermen in Sai cultivate a healthy ecosystem to ensure the continued viability and sustainability of their livelihoods and traditions. However, the maintenance of these traditional ways of life also requires a continuity of participation, a continuity that has been in decline all over Japan due to urbanization and the extraction of surplus value from the affiliate area. Fortunately, the younger generations continue to engage in traditional practices, as is the case with Matsumoto Daisuke, a former salaryman who relocated from Osaka to the Isuya district in Sai village to become a fisherman. Despite the financial and physical challenges of non-commercial fishing, he feels a sense of fulfillment from earning a living based on the value of his own labor and building a tight-knit community with like-minded people. He hopes that traditional practices like sea urchin harvesting remain viable for future generations as well. And so it is that sea urchin harvesting continues in Sai, much as it always has, providing visitors and residents alike not only a taste of the ocean, but a taste of history as well. What the future holds, none of us can say, but let us hope that it holds a little bit of sea urchin for all of us. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. And last, speaker number 18, please.
Child, I hated Shimokita. Compared to urban cities, we have high buildings, movie theaters, and nutrition. I left the city when I was 18. I was interested in city culture such as high fashion streets, big complexes, and tons of interesting places. However, as I grew up as an adult, I realized that there are so many amazing places to see. That is nature. In the Shimokita Peninsula, there are so many picturesque spots which to visit. For example, we have Toza, Musaki, Fukugawa, and so on. But for me personally, I like my neighborhood. I walk around Tanago Riverside every day. In winter, you can see snow-covered beautiful mountain landscape and a lot of birds like swans. Swans and eagles come here in winter and go back to work in spring. I can believe that we can survive such a cold winter here. For them, it's the comfortable in Siberia. And they also appreciate the Shimokita Peninsula. Nobody can create nature. Yes, of course, we human beings can run it. But we can create it from scratch. The only one who can create nature is the earth. Once we destroy this nature, we can easily recover it. We should preserve this splendid nature so that people who live in the next generation can appreciate it. We should be proud of being one of the residents of this peninsula. Urban cities have their own good points, and we have strengths. We have to appreciate this beauty. Now, I love Shimokita.
Thank you. With this, all speeches have been completed. Thank you very much for your wonderful speeches. Judges, please move to the meeting room on the second floor to carry out the judging. Okay, in the meantime, we'd like to show you a video of English guided tours in Shimokita Geopark produced by the Shimokita Geopark Guides Association. Please relax and enjoy the videos.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Shimokita Geopark. My name is Rachel, and it's my pleasure to be your tour guide today. I'd like to begin by talking a little about the folklore of this area, specifically the name Chijurihan. This comes from the Japanese chi chigu, which means blood splattered. Once, according to legend, this area was full of demons. Remember that Yojiyoshi and his entourage were dispatched, and as they were fighting the demons, cutting them with their swords, the demons began to bleed, and the blood splattered the beach. And when the blood fell, it changed the rock. It made these holes and these weird indentations and strange colors. According to legend, the rock was swimming in by Bengay, so it's apparently a very large person, over 50 feet tall. The sword was great. Distinctive types of rock. Here at the bottom, we have the strike rock formation and this kind of gauge formation at the top. And these are actually formed in two separate ways. The later layers are sandstone, and it was created when sand and other sediments accumulated at the bottom of the ocean. Very very line. And everything above the striped area, the staged area, was created during a volcanic eruption. Tornadoes start with tiny rocks and eventually form giant bowls such as this one. So you may be wondering, how can a tiny rock form a huge hole? It all has to do with dilution. So wave comes in and the rock rolls. As that rock is rolling, it's gradually eroding the rock around it. As it erodes, the hole gets deeper and deeper. Eventually, it's so deep that waves and other erosive processes can help and eventually form a really deep hole like this one. Because it's so deep, it's a great place to observe wildlife. You can see a random seaweed and maybe a touch of a small lava that's on the edge. Sometimes fish, maybe even octopuses, enter these caves. When I tell you that right now, it's a great way to look at animal vegetables. Well, let's take a look and see if we can find any cool animals. So even what's today, I can see a huge sea bear. And these are a type of mollusk with an interesting defense mechanism. If we pick them up, they'll release their beak, which helps deter predators. This is a really big one, just moving around a lot. This is called honeycomb. Comes from the ocean waves. Once the crystals dry, they expand, and that weakens parts of the rock. Weakened parts of the rock are more prone to erosion.
Hello everyone, I'm here in the Peninsula, located on the west coast of the Shimokita Peninsula. You can see a variety of unique rock formations along the 2 kilometer stretch of coastline. These unique rock formations were created about 4 million years ago when Tau became a composed of volcanic ash when underwater volcanic activity was uplifted. Over time, they have been gradually eroded by waves, wind, and rain and freezing during the winter. The name Wakageki Peninsula refers to Buddha. And as the name suggests, there are many rock formations in the areas related to Buddha. The entire landscape has a really heavenly paradise. So I feel people are here maybe having to do with this. Now, let's take a look at some of the Buddha-related rock formations. This is called the head of the right and resembles the eye of Buddha. This rock is called red lily. Red can mean lotus, which is a symbolic flower in Buddhism. This is Yobu Iwa, rising sharply like a towering floating screen. They are also a Jizo home, a special spot for players. There are 2 great ways to enjoy the Peninsula. One is by boat. You can take a sightseeing boat from time period. The second way is hiking. You can descend onto a walking trail. Either way, you can enjoy the beautiful contrast of emerald green water and white and green rock formations. We hope to see you again soon. Nagin Valley, located in the Shimokita Peninsula, has a stunning natural landscape characterized by its rich geological features and captivating beauty. The best vegetation and the diversity of the area offer a glimpse into the natural processes that have contributed to the formation and preservation of the valley's geological features. This Yagin Geo site, by the way, consists of 2 areas, Okuyagin and Yagin camping area. They're 2 kilometers apart and connected by a paved road and trail. Now, most of the time, it will be faster to walk than wait for the local bus to catch. So, discover the beauty and secrets of geological wonders of Yagins.
Okay, welcome to Tabanazaki, which is the next stop on our Geopark tour, represented in our logo mark in the brown area. And this brown area is geogenic submarine volcanic material. The most prominent geological feature in Tabanazaki is the columnar jointing. Columnar jointing is a geological phenomenon that forms when magma cools. Magma cools slowly and creates these long column-like formations. As it cools, it starts to contract. It opens cracks. And as these cracks deepen, the cooling progresses toward the middle, and those eventually spread all the way through. It creates very precise polygons. The most common shape is a hexagon, a six-sided figure. It seems a little strange to see a perfect hexagon in nature, but if you think about the map, a circle would need empty space, and that would not keep linear. A hexagon is actually the polygon that perfectly calculates. These hexagons create a perfect way for the pressure to disperse. This geology has formed this area. It also shapes the way that people use this area. It is a settlement known as Daimoku. Oma town is made up of 3 settlements: Oma, Okope, and Zaimoku. Zaimoku in Japanese means lumber. And the word lumber could have come from these columnar joints, because these columnar joints are prone to breaking apart. When they break apart, they actually look a lot like cut lumber. Okay, when you look at these, can you easily tell which is wood and which is rock? They look incredibly similar, even down to the color. So here at the bottom, you can see the wall that's been created from these lumber stones, and stacked on top of it is firewood. There's a theory that this area's name was taken from those rocks, and it was preserved by a folklorist, Masumi Tsukaye. According to his diary, the stones in this area are called timber stones and are long, reaching 5 or 6 feet in length. This is because a judge once tried to cross over to Hokkaido on this rocky shore. He had many oxen pull logs to build a bridge. However, all those oxen collapsed and fell into the ocean near Ushitsuki. Eventually, the villagers say all that timber turned into stones. So this is a legend that the people living in Daimoku created to tell the story of the columnar joints.
For instance, 今日の説明であるアメリカの説明です。まあ、だろうに、で、多分、安全されたんですよね。自然弁性を言われました。だから、認識して、安全です。だから、文章にされてる。また、まず確かに練習をちゃんとしたものなので、頑張れたら3回目です。こうやって副材料を本当に使うし、太陽、ジオパークが来たので、自然に要は特徴がイメージライン。
あれってなんか、皆さん、なんか、そうなんだ。私もだって、伝えるのでもなので、今ね、そうだけど、一番やってみたい。一日、パパレの時に、なんか、するためそう、そうで、そうします。一日、10パーセント、してみたいな、ブラシ、つながる。まだ、今やが、何か、ちゃんとしますよ。
Now, let me introduce the businesses who have generously donated to this prize. ここで副賞をご提供いただきましたお店をご紹介いたします。会社名と商品を紹介するんですが、会社名は英語で、そして商品は日本語で説明をしたいと思います。まず最初、The Northernmost Berry Farm in 本州ベリーオーチャード下北。
はい。ボンサーブで奥の方に行くと、まっすぐ行きまして、突き当たって左側にベリー農園があるんですね。すごい東の空間なんです。そこで、この商品を作っています。なかなか市販だと買おうとすると、なものですけれども、いただいています。
28 years with the community dairy farm ボンサーブ。
はい、ボンサーブはちょっと言いにくいですけれども、全員にこのプロテオグリカンヨーグルトのセットと、あと、今販売しています、ヨーグルトリキュール、それから下北ヨーグルトを、提供しています。
Geopark Guides Mama's Snack Bar 河川。
はい、河川、ジオパークの上りも立っていますけれども、ママがジオパークガイドなので、希望する人は飲みながらジオパークの話が聞けるということで、食事券が入っていますので、はい、いくらだったかな、忘れましたけど、はい。
Raves are future home for the herd 小田切石材。
はい、小田切石材さん、サポーターの会の会長さんです。石が入っているわけではなくて、ジオパークのロゴマークを使ったクッキーが入っています。こちら2人分いただいています。
100% buckwheat そば、小びり。
はい、東通村の大利で手打ちそばをやっている小びりさん、食べ物工房小びりですね。今日できたばかりのそばが5玉入っています。はい、ありがとうございます。
Sharing 下北 strawberries with all of Japan アベリ。
はい、今日の発表の中にも出てきましたけれども、安倍さんのところのアベリですね。いちごのスパークリングワインも作ってるんですね。これもそこそこお値段はするんですけれども、2本セット、いただいています。
Homemade baked sweets クピンエポポ。
はい、クピンエポポさん、ちっちゃなお菓子屋さんなので、多分ある場所は知らない人が多いかもしれませんけれども、下北マルシェ、5月から10月まで第2日曜日にコンサーブの前でやってます。そのイベントでいつもお店を出しています。で、可愛いお菓子のセットをいただいています。
Famous for their sweet red beans paste butter 吉田ベーカリ
ー。はい、吉田ベーカリーさんといえば何といってもあんバターですよね。あんバターとピーナッツバターの、2つですね、セットにして、1部、2部の方全員にいただいています。
The northernmost winery in 本州、サンマモルワイナリ
ー。ご存知ですね、下北ワイン。去年のなんだ、ごめんなさい。下北、じゃないね、ジオパーク全国大会の特別な限定ラベルを貼った白ワインをいただいています。
Japanese style dining 三つの屋。
はい、三つの屋さんは、関の井を平 タレっていうんだっけ、なんだっけ、出汁にですね、使っている商品が有名なんですけれども、ジオパーク認定商品のジオデンを、これは、3分の方全員にいただいています。
コーゼキャフェイン緑町、コーヒー通り21。
はい、以前ですね、むつ市役所のすぐ横にお店があったんですけれども、今は緑町の奥の方に小さな2階に店があります。すごく見晴らしもいいところなんですけれども、ジオパーク認定商品になっているドリップコーヒーとクッキーのセットをいただいています。
Sharing the gift of Shimokita 南谷昆布屋。
はい、ご存知の南谷ですね、もう昔から有名なお店ですけれども、今、文化会館の向かいで、大きな建物、お店があります。そこを昆布屋と呼んで販売していますけれども、そこへ行ったら、これを持ってきなさいという社長が、美味しいですよね、サバの水煮の6貫セットをいただいています。
Traditional simple tasting 南部せんべい八戸屋。
はい、こちらも大変古い店ですよね、八戸屋さん。行ってみると、すごいたくさんの創作せんべいが並んでいます、お店中にね。ぜひ見ていただきたいと思いますけれども、チョコサンドせんべいを1箱いただいています。
Local products from Sai Village、くるくるサイ村。
はい、くるくるサイ村さん、多分皆さん、名前もあまり聞いたことがないかもしれませんけれども、サイの、これはかぼちゃのポタージュスープ。名前が何と言ってもいいですね。野猿、野猿ですね。野猿のまどろみっていうのがポタージュスープです。ついでなので全部紹介しますけど、トマトポタージュスープ、野猿の安らぎ、それからですね、もう一つあります。トマトの無水カレー、野猿の四川。はい、名前の付け方がうまいかどうかは別にして、ここでしか買えない商品ですので、3人分いただいています。
Crafting Shimokita Peninsula's natural gift into special sweets、甘美堂。
はい、甘美堂さん。こちらも大畑のですね、いつにもお店ありますけれども、今これがですね、りんごもなか、これが楽天で、一時トップに販売数のトップになったということが、甘美堂さんのインスタに書いてありましたけれども、りんごの形をしたもなかです。こちらと、ジオパーク認定商品の大量もなかの2種類をいただきました。
Italian and French restaurant アグレアーブル。
はい、アグレアーブルさんは消防署を上がっていって左側にある白い小さな建物、本格的なフレンチイタリアンのレストランですけれども、ランチをだいたい2500円ですけど、ペア券を2枚いただいています。
Committed to being to the top PC support in the area, Mouse Partner。はい、唯一の、食べ物じゃない、景品をいただきました。マウスパートナーさん、パソコンのお店ですね、サポートしているお店ですけれども、商品券、3000円の商品券を、3人分いただいています。ありがとうございました。To these 70 businesses, we sincerely appreciate your generous support. Today's speakers will also receive a gift from the Shimokita Geopark Promotion Council in recognition of their hard work. Now we'll move on to the announcement of the result. Also, certificates and prize will be presented. After all announcements are committed, take a commemorative group photo with all participants. We kindly ask for your cooperation. May we have advisor Mr. Watanabe and head judge Mr. Kawahata come to on the stage, please? Okay, now we ask head judge Mr. Kawahata to present the judging result. The awards will be presented by advisor Mr. Watanabe of the Shimokita Geopark Promotion Council. We have the result in the junior speech category. First, the special awards. 2 awards will be presented. Okay, speaker special award. First one, first person is number 3. And one more. Number 2. Number 2. Number 3 and number 2, please go to the stage.
Speech category. 吉高正村となります。Both of the special awards in that speech category. 第5位はもう。
Congratulations. Many gift. You can receive a too many gift. Yep. Congratulations. What's your stage? Thank you. Okay, next we'll present the Champion Award.
Ready? Champion Award was the number 1.
Oh. Congratulations. Congratulations. Next, the result in the beginner speech category. First, the special awards. 4 awards will be presented. Okay. A special award number, I forgot the 4 people. Okay. Number 7. And number 5. Number 6. And number 4.
Beginner speech category, special award. いつもです。Beginner speech category, special award. ありがとうございます。Beginner speech category, special award.
Congratulations. Congratulations. You may go back to your seat. Next, the Outstanding Performance Award.
Outstanding Performance Award goes to number 9.
Beginner speech category, outstanding performance award. Congratulations.
Congratulations. You may go back to your seat. Finally, the champion award.
Okay, champion award goes to number 8.
Congratulations.
Wait for me. The result in the free creative speech category. First, the Distinguished Speaker Award. 3 awards will be presented.
Okay. Distinguished Speaker Awards. Number 13. And number 15. And 17.
Three creative speech category. Distinguished Speaker Award. Congratulations. Creative Speech Awards. Distinguished Speaker Award. Three creative speech category. Distinguished Speaker Award. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Bring it back to your feet. Just that please. Next, the special awards. 3 awards will be presented.
Okay, special award goes to number 14. And number 18. And 12.
Recreated speech category, special award. Recreated speech category, special award. Recreated speech category, special award.
Congratulations. May go back to your feet. Next, the Outstanding Performance Award.
Outstanding Performance Award goes to number 11.
Recreated speech category, outstanding performance award. Congratulations.
Decide what to like. Look at the pillow.
Congratulations. Amazing.
We had to kind of move it around. Just going for this.
Next, the Champion Award.
Okay. Champion Award goes to number 16.
be creative speech that is check out.
And finally, the Grand Champion Award. Winning the Grand Champion Award, your first step in connecting Shimokita Geopark to the world. Number 10. Lot of gifts. Maybe hard to carry out by myself. If you don't win the Grand Champion Award, we encourage you to try again next time. Thank you to all the participants for giving such wonderful speeches today. We hope that this experience will encourage you to keep using English to share the charm of community and to connect with people around the world. So next, finally, let's take a commemorative group photo. All participants, please come to the stage. Please come on the stage, please. Let's take a commemorative picture.
Should we get out of the way? Yeah, let's look at this.
この動画を見るわけが、僕たちに、ガイドを取ってくれる。はい、もうちょっと左に落ちておきはい、まだ、チャンピオンがね、まあ、それじゃあ、もうちょっとこう、ついてくれますか。 よろしくお願いします。渡辺さんにご説明。英語で言いたいのが、入れます。取れますか？ギリギリ。あ、もうちょい。真ん中、もうちょい。二人分。あ、じゃあ、右側の、こちらの方二人、こちらに移ってもらいます。はい。もう一人、はい。お願いします。宮本さん、ちょっと待って。はい、それじゃあ、いきますよ。すいません。何ですか？あ、そうか。はい、聖地。いきますよ。あ、聖地。はい、こっち見て。やべえ、合わない。日本語でいいですか？はい、いきますよ。はい、チーズ。もう一枚。はい、いきまーす。みんな笑顔で。あ、顔かぶってる子が何人か。ありがとうございます。あ、オッケー。いい感じ。はい、いきまーす。はい、はい、チーズ。もう一枚。はい、いきますよ。はい、いい顔で。はい、チーズ。他に撮りたい方。いいですか？目線欲しい人。はい。ここ見て。
はい、行きます。
私も撮りたいなーっていう人は後いいですか？大丈夫ですか？はい、それから次ですね。審査員の方と、ガイドの会も全部、前の方になるべく、はい。背の大きい人は後ろ行ってもいいですね。
頼みました。映してもらうの頼みました。全員入れば。
自分の。顔が見る？
あ、座って。
このカメラに前の人の頭から被らないように顔を出してください。ちょっとずつ移動して、はい、ありがとうございます。ちょっと。これ倒しても。ごめんなさい。倒しちゃって。はい、行きまーす。はい、チーズ。もう一枚。はい、チーズ。次、スマホで。どうですか？
なんかやったことない。
ポーズしますか？ジオのポーズしますか？ジオのポーズしてください。ジオポーズしてください。オッケー。ジオポーズしたことでもう一回カメラで撮んなきゃなくなりました。はい、ごめんなさい。いきますよ。スマホでいきます。はい、チーズ。はい、ちょっと待ってね。はい、これでいきますよ。はい、いきます。おごめんなさい。もう、来ました。はい、すいません。お待たせしました。はい、いきます。はい、チーズ。もう一回。はい、チーズ。どうだ？ありがとうございます。
Thank you for your cooperation.
苦しいんだけど、マジで。
With that, we conclude today's English speech contest. Thank you, everyone. One last thing, at the Shimokita Geopark Visitor Center on the second floor, we guides are available on weekends and public holidays.
So please feel free to stop by. お帰りの際、参加者と、会場に来られた皆様方に、ヨーグルトをプレゼントいたしますので、忘れずにお付き合いください。実はありがとうございました。